Alrighty, Alfyn, Chapter 2. Your travels have brought you to Goldshore, where a fever is running rampant. You roll up your sleeves and begin to get to work. We'll do Ophelia's 3 afterwards. The story so far. And so Alfyn left behind his sleepy village in hopes of bringing succor to the suffering. He asked for no coin for his services to honor the man who once saved his life. With the words of his friend Zeph in his heart, he wandered from town to town until his travels brought him to Goldshore. In this idyllic town by the sea, surely there was someone in need of his aid. Nothing quite like a town by the sea. Even if the air is a bit briny for my liking. Go for a swim? Ha! Don't mind if I do. So peppy. Did you hear? Old Zeke's been stricken too. That's 10 in just a week. It's fine, dude. We're rounding the corner. It is what it is.
Oh.
The fever's spreading fast. Whatever are we to do?
Now that you mention it.
I hear there's a traveling apothecary in town.
Oh?
Word travels fast.
Aye.
They say she whipped up a tonic that cured one boy's fever overnight.
I see.
She? So I've got a colleague in town. Wonder if she'd be interested in talking shop. Ow! Faceplant. It hurts.
Howdy.
Are you okay, little girl? Here, you dropped something. A seashell, is it? Thanks.
Shucks.
Looks like you scraped up your knee. Mind if I have a look? Ouch, I bet that smarts. I know the feeling. I'm always tripping over my own 2 feet. But every time you pick yourself back up, you'll find yourself that much tougher for it.
All right.
That'll do her. One of my best healing balms there.
Thanks.
Thanks, stranger. I'm Ellen.
Hi.
I'm Alfyn. That almost rhymes, eh?
That's amazing.
Neat. Are you a medicine man? You might say that. I'm what they call an apothecary.
Wow.
I've never met one of you before. Nice to meet you, Mr. Apothecary.
Now listen here.
Alfyn will do.
Hey there.
Hey, Alfyn, can I ask you a favor?
Oh?
Go for it. It's my sister Flynn. She caught a fever and she's been in bed all week. She's always crying, and no matter how much she sleeps, it just gets worse and worse.
Oh.
Say no more. I'll fix her up right as rain. After all, that's what I'm here for. Oh, thank you. Our house is right there. Cool. I'll be there in 20 minutes after I purchase/steal from everyone in town. Dude, I got a lot of monies right now. I just noticed. Oh, Tressa! The shopping spree, my dear. Change. I'll get you in just a moment, Ophelia. Start at the entrance. An elderly man who lives with his wife. In their youth, they feared they would never be blessed with a child, and though one was eventually born to them, he died in an accident at sea. Despite their best efforts, they never had another, and have since taken to looking after the children of the town as their own. Aww. Cute. A dragon's vest. Yo, that seems spicy. I'll take it. That is quite spicy. But on who? Tressa. maybe Ophelia once I swap her back in. A merchant who mainly operates in the coastlands. He worries about everything from his future to the weather, leaving him little time to concentrate on stock and trade. Always looking... Oh, shit, that was the quest house. Whoops! Oh well, it's fine.
Oh, wow.
Is there any hope for her, milady? It's just the fever that's going around. My remedy will have her on her feet in no time.
How are you?
And down it goes. Well, Flynn, did it help?
Yes.
Wow, I feel better already.
Oh my.
Just feel her forehead. The fever's all but gone. Oh, how can we ever repay you? Ever since their father died, I've raised my 2 girls on my own. I fear I have little in the way of coin.
My sympathies.
You have my sympathies. Worry not. Your kind words are payment enough.
Thank you.
Truly? You are too kind, my lady. Just doing my job. And with that, I should be on my way. Oh, and of course. Should the symptoms return, please don't hesitate to call me. What, on your cell phone?
Howdy.
Here I am. Where's my patient? I heard a poor girl was suffering from a terrible fever.
Alfyn!
She's right there, Alfyn.
Oh?
Aha! Just sit tight. I'll have you feeling better in no time. She looks just fine to me.
Hey!
Ellen, what are you thinking, bringing this scruffy-looking stranger into our home? Pardon, madam, but I'm an apothecary. I only meant to...
Really?
Oh, are you now? My daughter's already been treated by a professional, so I'm afraid we won't be needing your services. Good day, sir. Jeez, okay, Karen. Tough crowd. She made it sound like I'm some kind of quacksalver.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Alfyn. I didn't know there was another Apothecary in town. Don't worry about it. Your sister's feeling better and that's what matters, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks anyway, Alfyn.
See ya.
Take care, Ellen, and try not to catch cold. You too. Apothecary. It's cute. That must have been the apothecary that everyone was buzzing about. The girl's forehead wasn't even warm. Whoever this rival of mine is, she sure knows her stuff. What I wouldn't give to be able to pick her brain. You got a lot of chances for that, Alf, and it's only chapter 2. Ellen, an impish girl who lives in Goldshore with her mother Marlene and her twin sister Flynn. She takes after her father in both appearance and demeanor, a fact she's rather proud of, and strives to cheer up her mother with her sister's help. Yo, a tough nut? Thank you. The girlfriend of an inexperienced fisherman. Though they care deeply for one another, she's grown somewhat tired of his habit of bringing home everything the sea deigns to deliver to him. Starlight hat? Sure, I'll take it. A rowdy brute who resorts to violence when he fails to get what he wants. Owing to his experience as a mercenary, he's not a man to be trifled with. He has been seen fiddling with a small gold medal from time to time. Oh, has he now? Eek. A sailor who once sailed on the blue wave. Proud of his seafaring days, he hopes to return to the great and glorious expanse again. What you got here, bud? Some years back now, our ship went down in a bad spot of weather. Most of the crew washed up eventually, but no one ever saw the captain again. The rest of the crew gave up long ago, and everyone went their separate ways in the end. But I haven't stopped believing that the captain's still alive out there somewhere. A great man he was. You'd know him anywhere by his long beard. Should you ever see such a man in your travels, I'd be mighty pleased if you could bring him here to me. Okay. There's lots of old guys with beards around, but okay. A man who spends his days staring at the sea, employed by aristocrats to manage a local inn, he grew dissatisfied with his lot after a few months and began to neglect his duties. Recently, however, he started to loathe the layabout he has become. Hell yeah, poggers for self-loathing. A trader born to a modest family that's called this town home for generations. She's despised the nobility ever since one of them treated her mother cruelly. Her fiancé serves a wealthy house, however, and so she tries her best to conceal her disgust. Good for you. Oh, it's Leman! It's you, my fast-friended companion! It is I, the great adventurer Leman! Surely you have not forgotten me. I was well on my way to uncovering a new continent when I came up against a most perilous plight. I got homesick. All too often the greatest adventures bring with them the greatest sorrows. I very much want to discover new worlds, yet I simply cannot motivate myself to leave home. If only someone could give me the gentle nudge I need to step forth into the great unknown. Just do it. I believe in you. An elderly lady who collects things that wash ashore. The current carries many curious items to the rocks beneath the bridge, and so she can often be found there. Less a hobby and more an obsession, she has scavenged for valuables every day for many, many years. That's cool. Holy god, that's strong. Increases encounter rate, though. Interesting. Interesting. Yes. A manor district.
What's up?
Oh, he's actually voiced here. Whoops!
Oh, miss, how can we ever repay you?
Yes.
Your tincture. My dear husband is out of bed for the first time in weeks.
Oh, whoa?
My word, it worked like a miracle.
And for such a modest fee, no less. You could charge tenfold, and it would still be a steal.
Oh, you are far too kind. I was only doing my job. Seeing your hale and hearty smiles is payment enough for me. After all, we apothecaries have a sworn duty to ease suffering wherever we go, do we not?
Fine words, those. You must be the apothecary everyone's been talking about.
Indeed. Judging from that satchel of yours, I trust I am speaking to a colleague?
You bet. Though I've only started my journey. I'm Alfyn.
Vanessa. Vanessa Heisel. A pleasure.
A sworn duty to ease suffering, eh? I like the sound of that. And I couldn't agree more. It's not about the coin we make.
Let's not get carried
So long as I
away,
can keep
Alfyn.
myself fed, the joy of knowing I've eased someone's pain is all the payment I need.
But of course, it is for that very purpose that I seek to ever hone my skills.
Great minds think alike, eh? Hey, would it be too much for me to ask to take a look at your pharmaceutics? Well, just hearing about it, it's clear you're out of my league. The ingredients, the preparation, anything you could teach me, I'm all ears.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't share trade secrets with those in the business.
Rude.
Ah, beg pardon. I understand. We do need to put food on the table after all.
No need for apologies. You're quite the diligent one, aren't you?
Oh, you bet. I'm still new to this after all. Every day I'm learning something new.
Alfyn is the most wholesome
At
guy
any
in the
rate,
game.
I'm
Good
glad
lord.
to know this town is in good hands. See you around.
What a cutie.
You flatter me, friend. Fare thee well.
Goodbye.
Alrighty, where should I head now? Maybe I'll take a stroll by the beach.
This music makes me think of like Mario Kart. Banter.
Oh,
You are devoted to your studies indeed. Most admirable. I've got lots to learn still is why. Even if I spend every free moment with my nose in the books, it's never enough. Not if I want to be able to treat every injury or illness I come across. With your passion, I do not doubt you will one day achieve that. More than knowledge itself, it is drive and dedication that makes someone the best they can be. You already have the most important thing you need for learning. You think so? Can't say I'd ever felt that way to me. Keep up the work and you will become the apothecary you've always wanted to be. I can't help but feel you're being overly generous there, Professor. But if you have that much faith in me, maybe I should too. Hell yeah. You tell him, Cyrus. Moved by the teachings of the sacred flame, he spreads the holy word despite not being an ordained cleric. Blessed with a silver tongue, he's been instrumental in convincing many residents to accept the faith. Womp, ba-na-nom. A finely dressed man, he has an eye for the ladies, particularly those who come from foreign lands, and never passes up an opportunity to converse with them. His incorrigible pleasures recently led to his third divorce. Oof, ouch. Max HP plus 500. Hell yeah, brother. This man molded the finest metals into exquisite weapons coveted by all, till one day he had an epiphany that every piece was akin to a living, breathing being, and that such creations were deserving of constant care. Thereafter after, he devoted himself instead to the preservation of these works of art. That's cool. The Orwell whetstone. Oh, I need that for the pickaxe guy in the other town. Sick nasty, bro. I wish there was a sell all junk button, like some games have. There we go. Anything good here? Sapphire rod? Nope. Nothing mind-blowing. A rather young fisherman. What he lacks in experience he makes up with enthusiasm, working hard to support his beloved, who supports him in turn. He brings home every catch, even poisonous fish and strange debris. You might want to not do that. A Leviathan egg, the egg of a great sea beast found in Captain's Bane. Probably have to take that back there, and then I get a boss or something.
Oh dear.
There's a right fearsome beast lurking in the sea near here. If you dare set out in a boat, it'll come right for you. Which means that fishing's out of the question. Yeah, okay, that's probably a side quest to go take the Leviathan Eggy back. A mercenary master who provides all manner of food and sundries to various peoples and interests, particularly those of the coastlands. A man who serves the nobles in the region. He's grown weary of his master's appetites for the fairer sex, and wonders whether it would be wise to introduce his fiancée to him or not. Don't. I'm gonna tell you now. Don't. If you have to wonder about it, don't.
Oh.
Some of the merchants who service my merchantry have been having a spot of trouble with bandits. If something isn't done about it soon, I may have difficulty getting stock in for my customers. That won't do it all. Something has to be done about these bandits. Yeah, I know about it. I know a safe route, dude. I got you. I see. Yes, I bet the bandits don't frequent a road like this. It's only a little bit out of the way. It shouldn't be too much of a burden on the merchants, either. I'll start telling all the merchants groups about this road. We should be back in business in no time. You've been a real help here. We've really been at our wits' end. I can't believe you even found this place. Never even knew there was such a road here. I suppose it's just like business. Sometimes you overlook unexpected opportunities. $11,000 dues and some nuts. Crunch a munch. A haughty aristocrat who leads a life of luxury, turning his nose up at not all born into privilege. His elitist attitudes have in turn earned him the ire of the common folk and no few fellow noblemen. No purchasing? Well, why not? Do you not know who I am? I'm the most noblest of nobles, the great Drevon. Show some respect. The world's coin I grasp in the palm of my hand, and that goes for the money of the brigands I hide. That is to say, thinking emoji. I'm sure a commoner wouldn't understand, but it takes a great deal of money to maintain the lifestyle one expects of a noble. At times, one must even lower oneself to the level of common villains. But that's not anything you would need to know about either, obviously. Guy's probably for a quest, isn't he? Yes. Brigands. A woman whose noble ancestors lived in the region since the days of old. Her family once funded the construction of a cathedral in Goldshore, and thereafter held tremendous influence within the community. Nevertheless, she endeavors to treat all equally and carry herself with grace and humility. Good for you. Wizard's Rod. Elemental attack 300! Is that better than what Cyrus has? It's even better than what Cyrus has. Oh, yes, do tell. Big Pog. Oh, yeah, baby. An extra 15 elemental attack. Let's go. Could give the other one to Prim, but she doesn't attack much. We'll just let that one sit for now. A knight Ardant who guards Goldshore's cathedral. As the town sees rather little in the way of crime, he passes most of his days in relative peace. With so much free time, he's gotten into the habit of taking naps, even when on duty. How dare you, sir? Imperial armor, a soul hatchet. I'm good. And I'm broke now, so that's nice. A man who renounced his noble heritage to become a cleric, despising those who value wealth and status above all else, he sacrificed everything to serve the sacred flame, and in doing so earned the respect and admiration of the faithful. Good for you, bud. A humble cleric whose contributions tend to go unnoticed. Though he can boast of no great accomplishments as of yet, he is diligent and hardworking and is utterly devoted to the faith. Oh. Nice. Yo, it just occurred to me, is this going to be one of the few JRPGs where church does not equal bad? Could it be? Can the church actually be good in a JRPG? I mean, obviously there's still a bit of story to go, but they just might manage it. It's not out of the realm of possibility. The water is pretty in this game. It's her! It's the Apothecary like her. Well, looky here.
Good afternoon.
Hello again, Alfyn. This is for you. Do you like it?
What's this now?
Seashell? Hey, thanks. It's a beaut. Thank you for helping me.
Well now.
I didn't do much, but payment accepted. I give the prettiest ones to Flynn. She likes them too.
You don't say.
You're really raking them in. I bet you could sell them at the markets for a small fortune. I know. That's why I give most of them to Mother. Oh? She cries sometimes because we don't have any money.
I see.
You don't say. How about you, Alfyn? Do you have money? I think you got me beat with all those shells, but I get by. Are you sure? I could give you some if you need them.
Now listen here.
Money makes the world go round, that much is true. But you know what, Ellen? You, Flynn, and your mother have each other, and that's more valuable than all the money in the world. It is?
You bet.
You could bet on it. Mother says Flynn still needs to rest. But when she's feeling better, we're gonna come back and collect seashells together.
Well now.
Don't you worry about that. Vanessa knows her stuff. Flynn will be doing cartwheels in no time. I can't wait. It's the cutest shit imaginable, dude. It's beautiful, that shell. Ain't it, though? Helen's got a heart of gold. I'll say. Mind if I take a closer look? Huh? This shell. You're thinking it may be something rare, valuable even? Let's see now. Why, yes, I'm sure of it. This shell, the shell, is utterly ordinary. In terms of value, at least, but Ellen gave it to you with all the gratitude in her heart. And that means there's no treasure like it in all the world. I see what you did there, but thank you, Tress. So don't lose it now, you hear? It's so wholesome, I'm gonna die.